Okay, so this is the mechanics half of the applied paper from 2018. Starts off with a vectors question. We've got a vector equation for velocity, and it says that when t equals 1, p is the point A, and when t is 4, p is the point B. And we're looking for distance, which means we need displacement between 1 and 4. So if you think of a velocity time graph, to find displacement we integrate. So we're going to integrate the velocity, and you can integrate velocity as a vector, that's fine, between 1 and 4. So if we do that for the equation that we've got, the main problem with these questions is you lose track of what your variable is. T is our variable, I is the component in the x direction, j is the component in the y direction. So sometimes people start adding 1 to the power of I and j and dividing by the new power. That's wrong. That component just stays where it is, and it's the t values that we're interested in as the variable. So let's give it a go. We're going to add 1 to the power of t, so that's going to become t to the half. We're going to divide by the new power, which is dividing by half, which is the same as timesing by 2. So that's the I component. The j component is going to, again, add 1 to the power, so that's 4t squared, and divided by 2. And that's the j component. And we're doing this between 4 and 1. This is just 2t squared, so we've got 2 root t I minus 2t squared j between 4 and 1. So if we substitute the 4 in, we're going to get 2 root 4, which is 2 times 2, so that's 4i minus, again subbing in 4, we're going to get 16 times 2, so that's 32j, and then minus what we get when we put 1 in. So 2 times root 1 is 2, so that's 2i, don't forget your I, and then when we put 1 into here we're going to get 2 again, so 2j. If we simplify that, that's going to be 2i minus 32 minus 2, that's going to be minus 30j. So that's our vector for the displacement. We want the actual distance it's travelled. That's the vector that it's travelled. So it's gone across 2 and down 30. We want the magnitude of that. So that's your Pythagoras. So 2 squared plus minus 30 squared, square rooted. Wanted that in exact form, so we're just going to leave the roots in. So 2 squared plus 30 squared is root 904. If you work that out to simplify, you might have had 2 root 226.